Black women's history is crucial to understand because it highlights the unique challenges and contributions of black women throughout history, often overlooked in mainstream narratives. Their experiences intertwine issues of race, gender, and class, showcasing resilience and activism in the face of systemic oppression. By recognizing their roles as leaders, artists, activists, and innovators, we gain a more comprehensive understanding of social movements, cultural evolution, and the fight for equality. Elzona Trosper was born Elzona Harris on April 27, 1898, in Gallatin, Missouri. She graduated from Western Baptist College in Kansas City, Missouri, and the University of Kansas. Miss Trosper, with her husband Thomas, moved to Sioux City in 1927, and to describe this great lady in one word, it'd be dedication. She was instrumental in the creation of the Booker T. Washington Center, a community center for blacks. She was the first president of the board of the Booker T. Washington Center. The center was founded in 1933 for Sioux City blacks, though many blacks and whites in the neighborhood took advantage of the programs. Trosper became director of the Booker T. Washington Center in 1937, while it was located at 712.5 West 7th Street. The Sanford Center was a major undertaking for the black community. At the time, there was no other minority agency in western Iowa. Mrs. Trosper sacrificed herself and family to donate many years to the community through the Sanford Center. She was a pioneer in the civil rights movement in Sioux City and was active in the Sioux City chapter of the NAACP. She worked tirelessly to improve the position of black people in the community. Beulah Webb was born in Omaha, Nebraska on January 27, 1895. In 1924, Webb and her husband Charles moved to Sioux City, where he worked for Swift and Company. Webb encountered discrimination in Sioux City that she hadn't experienced in St. Joseph. Despite comments and criticisms, she became involved in a number of organizations. Webb helped establish the House of Pleasure Club, the first social club for blacks. She also helped start the Booker T. Washington Center, which later became the Sanford Center. In 1927, Webb organized an association of colored women to promote education, literature, culture, art, and work to alleviate discrimination. After her husband died in 1968, Webb helped start the Siouxland Senior Center and became its first executive director, retiring in 1977. She is inducted into the Iowa Women's Hall of Fame. Evelyn Freeman was the first African American school teacher ever hired by the Sioux City Community School District. Evelyn, born in Sioux City, to a dad who worked in packing houses and a mother who worked as domestic, loved to play the piano, and wanted to someday become a music teacher. It was their dream as well as hers. Freeman was only one of 8 African American students to graduate at Sioux City Central class of 1943. In addition, she was the only African American to graduate from Morningside College's class of 1947. At the time, Sioux City wasn't as bad as down south, but there were certain places black people just couldn't go. She was married to Lawrence C. Freeman, who was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and he grew up in Sioux City. In 1960, the couple and 3 daughters migrated to California, whereupon they began their careers with the Compton Unified School District.
And this is a piece on Sioux City Black history, okay? Okay. Tell the audience how your family even got to Sioux City.
Well, my father he was born in Sioux City. His father, my grandfather, was born in Oskaloosa, Iowa. And his mother came up with a former master and his wife from the south to Oskaloosa, Iowa, and that's where Charles Carter was born. He went from there to Sioux Falls, and then from Sioux Falls he came to Sioux City. And that's, my dad was born in the South Bottoms in Sioux City.
Okay. Tell you mentioned South Bottoms. I heard my parents talk about that, my grandparents talk about that. What exactly was South Bottoms about?
It was a little community of immigrants and blacks. It's just like if they came from someplace else and had no place else to go, they went to South Bottoms. Down there were Italians and Irish and all. In the early days, they all lived down there together in the South Bottoms. And that's where my grandfather, and he married, actually he married my namesake. He married Laura, and she was from, I think, Missouri. But anyhow, that's where they settled and had their family.